Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first edition to the Sea and Anchor podcast. I am your main host, Levi Miller, also known as Nesquick, followed by my co-host, Ryan
Ryan,
Oblivion
Oblivion,
Gath. Let's
you're
go,
what's
man. How
up?
you doing tonight?
How we doing? I'm doing good, man. Had a nice little day at school. Yeah, hanging in there.
Right, right.
Went over, got a haircut. Shit's good today. Shit is
Shit.
good.
I need to do something with this beard, man. Something. But anyway, we're gonna hop right into it, man. Uh,
For sure.
the fucking Chinese missile that no one was fucking talking about. All right.
I feel like I heard a lot about it, but I also know what you mean because it's like I heard a lot about it, but at the same time I heard nothing about it.
Yeah. Yes. So I saw a bunch of TikTok videos covering it, but not one main news channel covering this fucking 10-ton missile re-entering our atmosphere.
So from what I understand, and tell me if I'm wrong, China launched like a satellite or some shit, and the booster on the bottom that's supposed to pop off before it leaves orbit didn't pop off, so it kept going and then popped off outside of orbit and then was re-entering.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if it was
Okay,
a satellite or anything, right?
or whatever. They were launching something into space.
Yeah, they were launching something in space, and the boosters, right, that usually pop off, and they have a coordinated spot where it's going to land, just went fucking haywire and just boom, gone into the fucking atmosphere, and into orbit, and I guess it just like didn't go far enough, and it just fell in this weird limbo stage where it's like it was falling, but not really, and then it really did start falling back in.
Yeah,
So I don't know the whole story, right? I wasn't watching it that closely, but what I do know is that these people, like, are world leaders, bro. Like, it was 10 tons. It
yeah,
weighed 10 tons, bro, and nobody was talking about it. Like, no Fox News, fucking whatever. I didn't see shit online. Like, you know when you go to Google and there's like that little news article that pops up? Nothing.
I will say I think part of that was to avoid mass hysteria. I feel like everyone kind of knew about it, but no one wanted to say a lot about it because I feel like otherwise everyone would get scared as all hell.
I mean,
Um,
yeah, dude, it was a fucking ELE.
it yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
it's scary. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not.
But they had no backup plan. Like, if it was falling towards, let's say, Nebraska. Sorry, Nebraska. Let's say if it was falling towards any country on land, right? They had no backup plan. They had no way to shoot it out of the sky. No, like, there was nothing. It was literally like, we're gonna hope that it lands in the ocean.
Yeah,
Like, what? Can we talk about how crazy that is? We're just gonna sit here and go, well, we might die. Like, what? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Or why that's a thing. With all the
yeah. I
technology we
mean,
have in the world, you're telling me we can't stop a 10-ton missile flying back into our atmosphere? I call cap. I call mad cap, actually.
I uh, I think I heard things about the idea being talked about the consideration. And I feel like the one thing I heard is that countries thought it'd be a waste of their anti missile stuff.
A waste.
I
What's
yeah, I don't know, but
dude? What's
personally,
a waste? What's a
I
waste?
mean, no,
It's fucking
I
having a rocket
agree.
hit us. Like, come on.
No, I agree. Um, I think they were kind of just taking the Hail Mary because most of our
Yeah, I mean, we do have
planet.
seventy
I
percent
mean,
oceans, but like,
yeah, but I'd still, yeah, that's a Hail Mary still. There's a 30% chance there. I mean, 30% chance solely based off of landmass. Obviously, there are other factors or whatever.
if it hits Antarctica, bro, it's still an ELE.
Yeah, global warming out the wazoo
Like, oceans are gonna flood. Fucking
for sure.
all kinds of shit, bro.
I mean, yeah,
California
and
gone.
go. Oh yeah,
Gone.
you kidding me? California, Florida, both in the water.
Hawaii,
I mean
never
the.
heard of it. It's gone.
Yeah, I mean everything's just gone. Just underwater now.
Japan? Well, what's that? What?
I think us Americans know very well what that is.
Yeah, thanks, Logan Paul. Whoa.
Okay.
I'm playing. I'm playing. How do we feel like about the Logan Paul voice Floyd Mayweather? Who do you think's taking that?
you know, that it's Floyd Mayweather.
It is Floyd Mayweather.
It's fucking Floyd Mayweather. The man's a beast.
50
you
and
know
0. You know,
exactly.
beat Conor McGregor, who I mean,
it's Conor again. It's Conor McGregor. Exactly. Yeah.
Granted, he's not a boxer, but
yeah.
still.
Regardless, it's Conor McGregor. You know.
Conor McGregor, right? An elite fighter.
Exactly. And I mean, yeah. I mean, Logan Paul. I mean, both the Paul brothers were doing. I've been doing a lot of training for boxing.
They have.
They've really been putting in the work.
Actually surprised me, and a lot of people. I'll never forget, bro. When I watched Jake Paul get ready for the Nate Robinson fight, Nate Robinson, for the Mike Tyson charity event thing. When I saw Nate Robinson come out, and I saw Jake Paul come out, I was at my aunt's house. We call it Nan.
Yeah.
I was at my aunt's house, and we had all the family gather around the small little living room, and everyone there saying Nate Robinson's gonna whoop this YouTuber's ass. I looked over at my cousin who legitimately does UFC, and I said, or not UFC, but mixed martial arts. MMA, yeah.
MMA.
My bad, MMA. Who he does legit MMA, and I looked at him. I said, "Yo, I think Jake Paul's taking this," and he said, "Yeah, he's taking this for sure." Because I wasn't necessarily every day watching Jake Paul train for this fight.
No, yeah.
But I was watching enough.
And I mean, you hear enough. I mean, if you're on social media at all, you hear enough about what they're doing with it. You know, they're constantly fucking grinding. I mean, Jake Paul knocked out the guy in one hit.
Dude, so I'm seeing a lot. I saw
Ben
a lot of
Askren
people say that was a staged fight.
Rigged and whatever. No.
I don't think it was. I think Ben Askren's a legitimate competitor. I also think he's been retired long enough to lose his shape, lose his competitive drive to win, and he saw a free fucking, what was it, $1 million?
Whatever the fuck,
Whatever it was, bro. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get punched in the face a few times and get $1 million. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't take that?
He can't hit that hard, right? He's been fucking. He was in UFC.
Can't hit
with elbows, kicked in the face. He was a wrestler, Olympic wrestler. The man's body's been through shit. He knows he can take a hit. Take it.
Yeah, for sure.
Take one more L and go to a fucking beach. What?
Retire even harder, you know?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I would do the same
I don't think
thing.
he expected to get rocked like that, but
yeah, I don't think he expected to get knocked out in the first round for sure.
That was crazy. What do you think about Jake starting a fight with Floyd Mayweather, stealing his hat, getting it tattooed on his leg, branding merch for it? You see all that?
Yeah, I think it's just his way of making more money.
Yeah, I mean, it got a bit. He can't go to the event.
He has his ego where he's the problem child. Literally, his nickname, the problem child. He's got this.
He thinks he's better.
Ego, right? So
yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
I think he's just doing his thing. Honestly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It was funny that he was somewhat in tears after getting rocked by fucking Floyd. I swear to God.
Can you blame him? Man, give him a black eye. Man knocked him.
He got him good.
But I mean, hey, he can now say, "Oh, I took a punch from Floyd Mayweather."
I mean,
that's pretty cool.
So can 50 people.
Yeah, okay, out of 7 billion,
But I mean, I just, for one punch to basically incapacitate him, it shows that he's never really. He's never really been punched that hard. Let's be real. Ben Askren was throwing these fucking weird ass jabs that wasn't connected.
He's never been punched that hard, but I think it also speaks to how insane a fighter Floyd Mayweather is.
How strong Floyd actually is, especially in his old age.
Yeah.
I think Logan Paul is going to be surprised when he gets when Floyd,
oh, for sure, 100%.
When Floyd gets a clean counter or a clean right hook or just something clean that really connects.
Oh yeah, Logan's head is going to be spinning.
Logan's going to be a little confused.
I think Logan. I think I don't know much about MMA or UFC or any of that. I don't watch it too much.
I'm not going to claim to be an expert on it either, but I do watch
for sure
and stuff for sure.
For sure. but I will say, Mayweather being an older fighter, I would expect him to try and play it a bit slower. See, test the water with Logan, see what he's doing. I think that's where Logan has him, is going to be speed and aggression. I feel like Logan's going to want to go in hard and hit fast because he can. I think Floyd's going to.
I'm gonna disagree with you for a second.
You're going to disagree with me? All right.
Look,
like I said, I don't know much, so you're free to do so.
Floyd is a very, very good defensive boxer, right? Anyone would tell you that. He knows how to slip punches, counter. That's his thing. He's a defensive boxer already. He's going to stick to what he knows being defensive boxer.
Yeah, for sure.
Logan's got the reach on him, right? Logan's in really good shape. At 6'2", 182 pounds, that's very, very, very good, right? I'm not gonna say he's off the juice. I think he actually is natural. I think he has put in the work for the body that he has.
Oh, for sure.
Right, but I think a lot of people are missing that he is a combat sport athlete. He wrestled when he blew up on TikTok. He was a wrestler
That's true.
I forget which.
That's true.
Which university it was, but he was a legitimately good wrestler, and a lot of people aren't really understanding that
he has a fighting background.
He has a combat sport background. He knows what it's like to be in that ring mentality. Not only has he been in boxing matches, but he's been on the mat. He's rolled with really good people and won, easily. I'm not gonna say easily, but with very good technique. I went back and watched some of his old high school to college wrestling, and the motherfucker's good, right? As a wrestler myself,
for sure.
The motherfucker's good. He knows what he's doing, and to sit there and say he stands no chance is.
I'm not saying he stands no chance.
Oh wait, you're right.
My bad. I'm just saying
he's going to be more aggressive and Floyd's going to be defensive.
I think, and I mean, I feel like that makes just speaking to Logan Paul, he's a young guy. He knows he has age on Floyd. He knows he has reach on Floyd. He's going to want to play it hitting hard, hitting fast, getting in and out. And I think Floyd's going to play that defensive. I think Floyd's going to read him and just, read the floor, see what's happening. It'll be an even matchup.
I think Floyd's going to be defensive for about half a round.
You think?
I think he's going to figure him out very quickly. I don't think he's coming in here with this crazy game plan. I think you're right. I think he's just going to come in. He's going to say, I'm going to outmuscle this old man. And it's just not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what Logan's going to go for. I don't think Logan's really expecting it. I mean, you never know what he has up his sleeve. He does have some of the best trainers in the world helping him to train and muscle and everything up.
He does have a lot of money.
So he very well could have that game plan, but at the same time, I feel like he might have a little bit of an ego, or rather enough of an ego to think, all right, I can just come in. I have the age, I have the reach. I can hit him hard, hit him fast, and get out of there, and with not much else on his mind. And I think Floyd's
going to say the mindset of somebody when you've never been around them.
That's very true.
I will say this about Logan Paul. I was never a supporter of him pre-Japan, and definitely not post-Japan. But what I've seen from this guy, and the past couple months from when I've kept up after he announced the fight, however long it's been, and I went back and I watched his videos. This dude has matured and has a complete different mindset
for sure
than what he previously did. Right.
For sure.
I think he's going to really come out and surprise people. 100%.
Oh, I agree. I don't want to go as far as to say it'll be an even matchup, but it's a very good matchup.
Yeah, it's a better matchup than I think if Jake would to take the fight. I feel like Jake would get outclassed, outschooled any day of the week because he does have that mindset of, I'm this powerful boxer, I'm gonna knock anyone out in one punch, and he's not. He's really not.
Yeah.
He beat up a retired UFC fighter and a retired NBA player. I don't know if he's retired from the NBA player, but an NBA athlete, right? Someone who didn't fight professionally.
Yeah.
So to sit there and say, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I think Floyd is going.
It's a good matchup.
I think it's going to go the distance. I don't think anyone's going to get knocked out or TKO'd.
No.
And I think Floyd's going to come. Cards.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to come down to it. I think that's what's going to come down to.
Yeah, I think so as well. Because they're both in very good shape. Floyd, especially for his age, right?
Oh, for sure.
So, It's probably going to go down to the cards, and obviously we know how that goes for Floyd. You know, he's 50-0. The referee's not going to make him fucking 50-1 for a YouTuber. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah.
but he's also, I've seen the interviews, man. He's taking it like a game. He's treating it like a game. He's treating it as it's free money, and I don't think it's going to be free money for Floyd.
No.
So he could get robbed.
He's gonna have to fight. Floyd is gonna have to fight for it, whether or not he realizes it. But I feel like the same goes to Logan.
Yeah.
I think they're both underestimating the other person.
For sure.
I would say more so on Floyd's side.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, Logan having grown up, you know, he grew up not his whole life, but for however long. Floyd was a fighter while he was growing up. He's seen how Floyd fights. He knows how good of a fighter Floyd is. I don't think he's ready to experience it firsthand, and that's the sense that he's going to underestimate it in. But I think Floyd's going to have be at a more of a disadvantage from that standpoint because he hasn't seen Logan fight as much as Logan has seen him fight.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. There's not much film to go off for Floyd. Also, I'm not texting. I'm looking at the little note thing.
Yeah.
So, for next topic, I'm just gonna hop right into the next topic. I feel like we spent
a
little bit more time talking on that than I wanted. Thoughts on legalizing weed federally?
Yes.
I think we should.
Recreational. It's already legalized medicinally, correct?
I think so. I'm not too sure. I don't really keep up with stuff like that too much.
But I'm assuming you're referring to recreational.
Yeah, it's recreational use. I think it's been too long. I think honestly, this whole fuck weed
become part of
mentality.
It's become part of pop culture. It's part of the mainstream culture now.
Dude, like we've done the studies, we've seen the tests. It literally has. I'm not gonna say it has no negative effects because it does. It has negative effects.
Your lungs.
You're putting smoke in your lungs. Obviously, it's gonna have some negative effects. But, dude, I think alcohol is worse than weed, and I'll say I think alcohol is more addicting than weed. I think alcohol it's been known as a depressant. The more you drink, the more you become depressed. When I smoke weed, bro, I fucking laugh and watch a movie.
Yeah, for sure, yo. I took some
I'll
edibles the other night.
I play some fucking video games.
I went bowling with my friends and we popped some edibles and it was just, it's gas.
Only good vibes.
Good vibes.
100%. Like,
you can't really overdose.
It's impossible. If you to overdose, you have to smoke half of your body weight. Me personally, I'm 210 pounds. Right? I've gotten
105 pounds.
I've gotten a little out of shape since the Navy, right? But when I was in the Navy, I was 192.5, right? Was my last official weigh-in for the Navy.
Check in, yeah.
Yeah, so to sit there and say I can't even do the math in my head, right? I'm
100 for your weight right now, 105 pounds.
Yeah, and that one's a little bit easier. I was thinking about the 192, but but either way, 105 pounds, and you have to do it rapidly, within an hour. That's impossible to do. It's literally
96.25.
Literally impossible to do.
Sorry, the math. You said you didn't want to do the math, and I was helping my sister out with math earlier, so now I had to do the math.
Okay.
It's 96.25 pounds at your last weight in the Navy.
Even then, 96.2.
You're not. No.
It's impossible. You can't overdose.
To smoke that much, you'd green out before you could smoke that much.
Yeah, fucking look at Snoop Dogg, bro. Literally the father of smoking, in my opinion.
Yeah, one of the most notorious smokers ever. Him and Wiz Khalifa.
Him and Wiz Khalifa, bro, and even Wiz Khalifa. I think he said he only smokes a fucking quarter pound a day, or something like that. Which
that's still, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot, but that's not half his body weight, not even close.
Not even fucking close. Oh, speaking of, look at the shirt I'm wearing.
Hey, James Madison.
You'll never know. For the listeners, the inside joke is he visited James Madison University. That's how we actually met for the first time.
In person.
In person, yes, in person. And He didn't pick it. Fuck you for not picking James Madison. I'm just playing. Penn State's.
You knew I was gonna pick Penn State.
Yeah, I knew from the jump you were gonna pick Penn State just by the talk on the bus bench that we had.
Yo,
you
that
Penn
yeah,
State for sure.
yeah.
And your mom even asked me. She was like, "What college do you think he's gonna pick?" When we were behind and you were talking to that girl about the college.
Yeah.
I said Penn State. I was like, "He's gonna pick Penn State." She was like, "Oh, you think so?" I'm like, "Oh, I know so. He's gonna pick Penn State."
For the listeners out there, me and Levi have known each other for going on
9 years.
8 years, 9 years.
Yeah, I think 9 years. I think because
9 years.
2021 made 9 years for sure.
Yeah. But we met online playing video games, whatever. And as you know, future episodes come out, I'm sure you'll learn how big of gaming nerds we are.
Oh my God.
It's gonna you guys are in for a treat.
Fucking
But
nerds.
we had never met in person.
Nope.
And like you said, I got accepted to James Madison University in Harrisonburg, Virginia. He lives down there within an hour or so.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not?
15.
Yeah, roughly an hour. So I thought on my way down, I'm like, why not go grab him, bring him along for the journey. So we finally got to meet in person.
That's what we did too.
And actually, he gave me one of his patches, and I keep it in my wallet with me every day.
Hell yeah.
Keep it on me.
Don't tread on me, bitch. That's
Don't tread on.
That's
Yeah.
the mindset I always
Yeah.
have. I mean, to sum up the legalization federally on weed.
Yeah.
It's honestly been stupid. It hasn't been done yet.
I agree. I think it's something in the making. I think the only thing holding it back is going to be the Republican Party. I mean, they're conservative, they're traditional, anti-weed, essentially. I think right now is not gonna.
I'm a conservative myself, and I have to agree with you there.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
It's not necessarily the people who are more moderate, maybe leaning conservative, or who share beliefs on both sides. It's the core. It's the core conservatives and a lot of the politicians, because I mean they have to appeal to that group. I don't think right now, not until the House and the
we probably
Senate.
won't see federally legalized with marijuana
Not
the next presidency.
Either the next presidency or until re-election for the House and Senate.
I just saw a fucking thing about Trump running again in 2024.
Yep. He's running again.
What? Dude, this dude is a fucking maniac. And that's okay.
3 presidential campaigns. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. But to sit there and say this man doesn't care, I think that shuts a lot of people up on that point. Because if this man really didn't care, he went, I tried it again, didn't happen. I'm going to go about my life and continue making billions of dollars, billion-dollar deals. No. This man said, okay, I lost. I'm going to let this fucking bozo fuck up everything I've done. I'm going to redo it, and I'm going to shut everyone else up again. Like, this dude's mindset is on a whole nother level. And his butler came out and said he only sleeps roughly 3 hours a night.
I could never. Maybe I could, but...
But for 40 plus years?
Yeah.
3 hours a night? Probably less when he was president.
For sure.
I mean, look at Obama. Motherfucker barely made it 8.
To me, it's crazy seeing pictures of Obama before and after.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, 8 years, especially in that, at the age he was at, that you do gain a lot of age in that time.
Yeah.
For sure. But the difference is drastic. He looked like he was in his 20s.
Yeah.
When he first got elected, he looked really young. He looked like he was really good. He had no gray hair, nothing.
Well spoken, everything.
By the end, he was still very well spoken, even better spoken. If I'm being honest.
I'm just throwing out
but
names.
yeah, but I mean, you look at him after he's got the wrinkles, he's got the age, he's got the
it looks like they drained the life out of him, bro.
It's a hard fucking job.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be president. I would not want to be president. You know, everyone when they're young, a lot of people when they're like, "Oh, I want to be president when I grow up." You get older and you're like, "Nah,
Fuck that job.
nope."
$400,000 isn't enough.
Leave it to the politicians.
Trump did it for a penny. Crazy.
It's crazy,
He
yeah.
took no money for it. He took all that
Yeah.
all that stress for 4 years, never being allowed to be by yourself. Didn't.
Even now, I think he's still required to have Secret Service.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, he is. Any president that's still alive has, someone protecting.
Secret Service.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sure he also has his own set of security, but
I mean, probably well paid security too. Probably better paid
Yeah.
than Secret Service. I'm being honest.
if we're being honest, yeah. I mean, it's
Just throwing it out there,
It's the aristocracy.
But yeah, man.
Man.
That dude's a fucking animal. An animal mindset for sure.
You could say that about almost every president.
Fucking.
You know, you gotta be a different type of human to wanna be president and do it like that. You gotta be a different type of human.
I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but maybe everyone but Biden, because I don't think he knows where he's at, bro. I don't think he knows where he's at all.
I'm not gonna speak politics. I'm not gonna get into it. All I'm gonna say is I laugh every time I see videos of his speeches where he'll just say, he'll be in the middle of a sentence and he'll just be like, "Oh, Winnebush,"
Forget it.
Something like that. It's funny. I find it. I laugh. I'm not going to speak anything about politics. I don't want to get into that here. It's not the place for it. This is to chill. But if you guys haven't seen any of those videos, I think they're hilarious.
When he grabs his kid's mouth and he pulls him back and kisses him on the forehead, bro.
Or when he fell down the stairs of Air Force One.
Oh my god, yo.
Man.
The shit.
It's funny.
It's
funny in the wrong kind of way.
Yeah. You look and you're like, yep, that's my president.
Yeah. I mean.
And the people, and for the people, even Trump supporters now, and like the Clinton supporters when Trump won, saying that's not my president. Yeah, yes it fucking is. Yes it fucking is. That is your president. Believe it or not. Whether you want it to be or not, that is your president. Okay.
Whether we wanted it or not.
We are stepped in with the war of all bars.
God damn it.
Well, there's the proof. We're fucking nerds. Still not anymore.
Oh, nothing beats Valistar.
I think a lot of things do for sure. 100%.
Nah.
100%. A lot of things beat that strike.
No.
Yeah.
Never played a game. Never did a single thing in any video game or in real life that beat the one quote.
You mean the one fucking paragraph?
Okay, the one paragraph. If I could only hear one thing in my head for the rest of my life, I'd hear that on repeat.
Nah, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. If you said birds chirping or something, maybe.
For the viewers who don't know, the reason we both know what that is, that's the game we met on Destiny 1. It was one of the it was a line from the encounter before you enter the boss.
On a certain string. I forget the name of the show.
Yeah. Fuck if I know. But it's just the funniest line, and it's voiced by the most serious character. It's voiced by the guy who that character is voiced by the guy who plays the concierge in John Wick. I forget his name.
My fucking mouse just died.
Nice. That's what we love to see.
Over here lacking.
Caught you lacking, for sure.
Ain't no one catch me lacking, son. My bad.
Bro, Connor's gonna catch us lacking.
That man's in a 5D chest.
Listen, hey, for y'all listening out there, have you ever heard of 5D chest? Leave it down in the comments below if you've even heard of it. If you think chess is hard, try playing 5 chess games at the same time with the same person with even crazier moves and stuff going on. It's insane. And one of
Also,
our
if I
friends
had
is
to
just
request one sponsor, this is completely off topic, right?
okay.
I don't mean to cut you off. I really don't.
No, go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
it just popped in my mind. I'm going with it. If I was to get one sponsor, bro, Hyde, 100%, bro. I
Yeah.
go through these motherfuckers like it's candy, and I don't know why. I don't know if I'm stressed. I don't know what it is, but I can't stop hitting these. I want to fucking counter in my fucking comment section of how many
Yeah,
times
if
I
anyone,
hit this
yeah,
in the last 30 minutes here. I bet you it's in the 20s.
at least.
I bet you it's in the 20s. 110%. You cannot convince me otherwise.
For sure.
Also, it looks like you have a fire in my room, but it's actually just my candle. So.
God damn.
But we're gonna talk about this fucking poster I have right
Is that
here.
an Attack on Titan? Yes, sir.
That's an attack.
Great
on
anime.
That's an Attack on Titan poster. And
I'm not a big Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What I want to talk about this show in particular, man. This lovely character right here, man. This character. Why am I blanking on his name, bro?
I'm blanking too. Armin.
Yes, Armin. Yes. Thank you. Shit. Armin's character arc, bro. I hated Armin. For one, when I first
Off
saw him,
the season 1.
hated him. Couldn't stand him. Like, why is this character like kill him? Let him get eaten. I don't give a fuck. Right? But over the the seasons, you see this fucking
He grows
kid
up.
become a man, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like
I mean, a little
he-
more than a man.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Right, but
He becomes a Muppet. If you don't know, he becomes a Muppet.
becomes a Muppet. But his story, his story arc is just incredible.
Yeah,
right? Like,
For sure.
really,
I actually
really
haven't
good.
finished the show. I need to go back and finish it. I was on the end of season 3 when I was last watching it.
I just started season.
and just-
I've been saying I just started season 4. It's because I haven't taken the time. Because when I start watching it, I can't stop, and I just have.
You have to have the time. You have to have the time to be able to sit down and watch it. That's the
the
exact
whole
same thing
season.
for me. I had
You
a
gotta watch
lot
the
of
whole
shit going
season.
on. I got to the end of season 3, and then I had a lot of shit going on, and I couldn't finish it. So I think I literally have 1 episode left in season 3.
I'm just gonna have to. Commit.
I just haven't
I'm
gone
just gonna have to commit.
Yeah,
to finishing it.
for sure. I got so many shows I'm trying to catch up on right now. I have 3 shows lined up for me that I got to binge that I already started. I got WandaVision, I got Falcon and the Winter
watched it.
Soldier, and I got the new Bad Batch. Star Wars. Do you know about the Bad Batch?
No.
All right. So did you ever watch the Clone Wars? The animated series?
No.
All right. Well, I'm sure you've for all of you listening out
Okay,
there.
Look, I'll say it, and then I'll let you finish your point.
Yeah.
I started watching the Clone Wars. I watched 3 episodes, right? And then on the 4th episode, I'm like, why am I being a virgin? And then,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
And then
I got a lightsaber sitting next to my my desk right now. I got a fucking poster of Baby Yoda up on my wall. I don't want to hear that shit.
Hey. No one said I hated Star Wars, right? Right. No one said I hated Star Wars, right? But I just couldn't get into Clone Wars, bro.
That's fair.
Not.
It's a very jumpy show. The arcs kind of jump around a bit. I back in January of last year of 2020, I one of my friends he loves Star Wars, and he kind of brought that back into me. And when episode 9 came out, I went and I saw it in theaters with my dad, and it just brought back this nostalgia. So I said, fuck it. And from January to February, I binged all of Star Wars canon. You know, 1 through 8 was on Disney Plus, I think, or 1 through 7. Plus Rogue One Solo was on. I watched all of Clone Wars. I watched all of why can't I think of the other show? The it's I'm blanking and it's gonna piss me off, but I watched all the other animated series.
Right.
And then when season 8, 7 or 8 came out of Clone Wars, I was watching those live every Friday, like binged it. I love it. But
Right.
getting back to the yeah.
I like Star. I won't say I love Star Wars. Like I'm not like oh my fucking god. Like, I get off to Star Wars, right? But I really do enjoy the movies, and I really do enjoy Mandalorian. Mandalorian,
Great show.
dude, fantastic show, right?
Oh, for sure. I actually have to watch season 2 still. I know it's a crime. It's a sin.
That's a crime against humanity, bro.
It's a sin.
That's worse than fucking the Black Panther's father dying, right? Like, that's unacceptable. Like, we might have to stop recording right now and just wait till you finish season 2. Honestly, I'm being honest with myself, cause that.
I don't think we need to go that far, buddy. I don't think we need to go that far.
No, but in all seriousness, The Mandalorian, very good show. But something that I'm really, really looking forward to, and that I think a lot of people have lost the hype for it, Avatar 2.
Avatar, the blue people, or Avatar: The Last Airbender? The blue people.
The blue people.
Okay, I'm hyped. No.
The naive. The not no no the night the Navi.
What the hell was that, yo?
It's from the movie when she smacks him. She goes naughty.
I haven't watched that movie in absolutely forever. I just remember that being one of my favorite movies of all time.
I rewatch it like at least once a year. I have to. I love that movie to death. Absolutely my favorite movie of all time. But the second one drops this year.
Really?
Or was supposed to. It was on track to drop this year, but I don't know since COVID has it's delayed or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For sure.
It was supposed to drop this year.
Shit.
But dude, I'm hyped for it. I have been since I was like, let's see, how old was I when the first Avatar dropped?
Young. Young.
I'm gonna say like preteen, right? Since I was a preteen, I've waited for this fucking movie, right? So at 20, almost 21 years old, I will say that this has probably been the most anticipated movie I've ever waited for, ever.
That, damn.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Right? And there's been great fucking movies that came out since then. And I've been like, fuck it. I guess I'll go watch
It's not
it.
Avatar 2.
It's not Avatar 2. Right? When I seen fucking Endgame announcement come out and all the fucking Marvel virgins, I don't know why I keep calling them virgins. When I seen all the Marvel,
Fuck you.
When I seen all the, I love Marvel too. I don't know why I keep calling them virgins. When I seen all the Marvel fans fucking lose their shit and they're like, oh my fucking god, it's fucking Endgame, like let's fucking go. Like I've been reading every comic, every movie, like oh look it's Endgame, like I was like, it's Endgame, that's cool.
Yeah, I was one of those fans that was freaking out. I saw it twice in theaters. First seeing was opening night
I saw it
with my friends.
So that tells you.
Oh God.
But that's
I cried.
That's
As a grown ass man, I can tell you I cried a little bit. It definitely brought a tear. That's how I'm a huge Marvel fan.
I was definitely sad when Tony Stark died, for sure.
I think it was that did it.
Yeah.
I think that's what brought the tear.
When Spider-Man.
When Cap or Spider-Man.
Or Cap, yeah, like.
I was saying when Cap got the hammer, and I know in my theater, Cap got the hammer, yo. Everyone stood up. Wild,
bro.
Yo, it was crazy.
Like, dude, like, it's like, cause you see him resist picking it up in that one movie. I think it was like Age of Ultron. Maybe
Age of Ultron or whatever Avengers movie. It might have been the first Avengers movie.
I think it was the first one when Vision showed up and picked it up like it was nothing. But
No, that was Age of Ultron, but
oh yeah, well, anyway, but then that's when it was. It was Age of Ultron because they were all like, I can't pick it up, I can't pick it up, and then fucking Vision just came in with, here's your hammer. Like yeah, it was that right. So, but you see him, and Thor sees him, like almost pick it up, or what he thought was almost pick it up, right?
yeah,
And so when Thor goes, I knew it, bro. I died, bro. I died. I'm telling you, I've never laughed so hard at a single line. From the Marvel series at least, and it's just it was so. I will say, Endgame was a very good movie. I see a lot of
sure.
people hate on it. I don't know why. I don't really understand. Because I'm not a Marvel universe guy like that. Like I didn't read the comics or whatnot. I just kind of watched the
Yeah,
movies and went, oh yeah, they're good movies. Like, but it was just it was a good movie. Simple as that. And to watch Tony
yeah,
Stark go out that way, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't pick another version of him to go out. Like that was badass, right? Like, I am Iron Man. Boom.
that was yeah,
Like that was a badass moment, right?
for sure.
But yeah, man, it was just crazy, crazy shit. But
So everything about
everything,
movies are just crazy.
everything about movies is crazy. I can go about Interstellar for fucking ever, but I'm not. Inception, but I'm not, right? If I can't, because we're almost reaching that time period where we're gonna come to an end. And I think that's actually where we're gonna leave it at the end game, right? Should we leave it there?
For sure, I'm fine
All
with
right,
that. Yeah,
that
for
was a good
sure.
episode for sure.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thank you, thank you.
If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment. Uh, you know, I think we asked a good few things. So if anyone's out there willing to
Yeah.
help us out with the hit count on Levi, or there's another one for you.
Last one for the
Be sure
video.
to
We
leave
can't
it
promise
down.
that, but we'll see.
Be sure be sure to leave it down in the comments below.
For sure.
You got anything to add?
No, I think you covered it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the C and Anchor podcast with your hosts Levi Nesquick Miller and Ryan Oblivion Gad. I hope you guys had a great time watching and enjoy your week. And we'll see you next time. Later.
Bye bye.